Ladies and gentlemen, it is the season to troll those cheaters. Welcome to A Cow's Opinion, because today I have a story, courtesy of Kotaku and Ethan Gotch, who is a pretty good writer, that made me say that's 5% mean and 95% awesome, because Steam has decided to not only do the next round of banning cheaters, they waited until their Christmas event, and the notifications of the bans are wrapped up like in-game presents, and it is amazing to see. Let us take a look at this. I hope you all enjoying your weekend now. I am off work. Actually had to catch a mistake on my time card too. But you're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about this. So what happened is that, as we know, Steam is the biggest online gaming marketplace. They have Defense of the Ancients 2. Which is a massive, it's like League of Legends. League of Legends is bigger, we're not going to lie. But Defense of the Ancients 2 still has big prize money, lots of people playing competitively and for fun. And it is like any other online game with multiple people. It is kind of difficult to keep things fair. And game companies are always on the lookout for cheaters, people who are using illegal add-ons or modifications to cheat better. And it's very, very important. Now, the article starts off by letting us know that there's been some other creative things, like Call of Duty cutting parachute streams or blowing people up in GTA Online. But Valve really wanted to troll these cheaters, and they sent their permabans wrapped up like Christmas presents. It was even recorded by a streamer and DOTA 2 player, Mason Venny. I believe that's... Apologize if I don't have your name right, sir. But he opened the client getting what he thought was his in-game reward from Valve for the Christmas event. And instead, it was a lump of coal that permabanned him for smurfing, which is the second we'll talk about in a minute. And
what did you get from
he recorded it.
Open gift.
Yeah, see, he opens the gift. Harley tucks a clump of...
What did I get?
I hope this is not too loud for you guys.
What?
Yeah, no, now he can't matchmake anymore. That's
so
too...
118? What?
That is mean, but, I mean, he is cheating via Polygon. This is the moment clip from his Twitch stream. Yeah, and see, he can't get into a match. Can't get into a match anymore. Now, Valve had warned that the Frostivis event would have something like this. There's no sense denying it, as the company said in their release. King Kringle knows. He's checked your behavior score twice, and he's coming with his ban hammer to pulverize the Smurf accounts of all the naughty boys and girls before handing out penalties to their associated main accounts. Now, if you don't know what smurfing is, it's not an adorable blue creature 3 apples tall. It is actually in competitive online games where extremely high-level players will open fresh accounts. Some of them, on rare occasions, would do it to test out new strategies. But for the most part, smurfing is done on live streams to dunk on low-level players. You think that you've got people on your skill level, and then some guy who placed 5th worldwide is cussing you out, calling you stuff on his stream, and he's using it to get, views and retweets and stuff. Fun for the live stream, not so much for the actual players. Now, of course, Valve is more concerned about the players, not just the people who watch, because why would you play a game if you're like, well, I'm just going to get dunked on by somebody, I'm never going to get a chance to practice and get better. And this is not their first ban wave this year. In September, they banned 90,000 cheaters for indulging in the practice. Look, I get that it might be kind of funny to watch somebody stomp through everything. And if that happens because matchmaking just doesn't have enough players, and sometimes you will get somebody of a somewhat higher skill level than you, that's okay. That's unfortunately just the way it works. It's happened to me, it's happened to everybody. But this is legitimately pro players humiliating new or people who only have like 1 or 2 hours a week to play, but they love the game, and their skill level is not on that same level, and then calling them, you guys have all seen these things. It's not cool, man. It's just rude. And now the fresh batch is finding it's back because the subreddit is full of people getting hit by surprise lumps of toxic coal. Whoever came up with this idea at Valve needs a raise. I mean, this is the same humiliation that these smurfers have been giving common players. So, look, I have slight sympathy because it sucks when something is taken away from you. But yeah, you deserve it. You deserve it. And people are already begging for their accounts back. And the streamer that we just saw, who is Mason, is one of them. I've played Dota for 13 years, he wrote. I never once cheated, never abused a bug, never abused any sort of MMO tricks. That's matchmaking. But the pro did admit to briefly buying an illicit third-party behavior booster to improve his score for in-game communication, staying positive and cordial. That's a big no-no. So, lots of these games now have behavior scores as well. If you are cussing out your teammates either on vocal chat or team chat, look, I know it's mind-boggling, but legitimately, everything you say and type in these games is recorded. And these game companies, to make sure that the game is fun for everybody and not just the top people or the most vocal people, if you start doing terrible things, you have a behavior score that goes down, and you might be like, and it might just be like, hey, the last 5 games you have been really toxic, and you were really toxic even before then. We're gonna just ban you for 48 hours so you can calm down. You can't treat people like this. But what people try to do to get around it is they will get things that will boost their behavior instead of, look, I've gotten frustrated and I've raged a little when I am on a team and we just do poorly and lose. But I don't cuss out the other players. I have been terribly cut. I remember Heroes of the Storm. I was playing a hero called Malfurion. And he is a healer over time. He doesn't have a lot of burst healing, but he can continuously apply healing that will heal you more, but it takes several seconds to do it. And so I'm a support healer, and one of the attackers, or the damage dealers, was pathetic. He was just mad, and he kept telling me I'm stupid and I don't know what I'm doing. He kept diving 3v1, and you need to heal me to keep me alive. And like, dude, I also have 3 other players and 2 other lanes to keep alive. I cannot just keep you on the... He kept 2-on-1, 3-on-1 and complaining, if the healer would just heal me, I can win. I'm awesome. So you can probably tell how dumb this guy is. And so finally, about 2/3 of the way of the match, and I can't even remember if we won or lost, because the rest of us were fighting like a team, and we were actually doing pretty well. Finally, he says, oh, Malfurion sucks. He can't do anything. And I got really frustrated, and we were both on our respawn, and I typed, I dropped all healing abilities onto you at the best times. You refuse to retreat. You refuse to fight with the group. You keep trying to 2v1, 3v1 everybody. I cannot keep you alive. My character is not built for it, and you're just not playing well enough to 2v1 or 3v1. And he started to really cuss me out in the chat. And what surprised me and made me feel happy is the other 3 players all said, hey, no, the healer's fine. You're an idiot. You're costing us this game, and we're reporting. And yeah, all 4 of us literally filed the little... You can click on the little things like, hey, this guy was diving, which sucks, but then he was being toxic afterwards, saying that we can't keep up with him. And so, yeah, I've seen it before, and, look, I understand that some people like to use these games to let loose steam, but you let loose steam on the game, you don't blame the other players. Going back to Mason, I have never in my 13 years of playing Dota 2 ever done anything like this, and when I realized it felt wrong and was the wrong way to go about things, I stopped it. Sadly, you can't undo a mistake you made. He's not wrong. It didn't matter that he turned the thing off. Once they found out that he was using an illegal third-party software on the game, That's it. You can't, once you've used it, you can't unring that bell. I'm asking for a second chance because I would never do anything like this again. I never have in the past. And the article from Mr. Gotts reminds us that it's the season for forgiveness. We gotta see how generous Valve is. Now, it's not uncommon for people who don't go online and blow everything up after they get banned, for these game companies, after some time has passed, to be like, okay, we're gonna give you another chance, but be warned, we've done it before, we can do it again. I don't know if Valve is going to do this. And by the way, if you're like, whoa, 90,000 cheaters in September alone? That's a lot. Yeah. I've followed this one guy on YouTube. He posts little shorts. I think it's Pirate Software. I'm not subscribed to him, and I apologize for that. I can't remember the name. He talks about how this is how game companies do it. That you don't ban 1 to 2 to 3 people at a time and give the cheaters and the third-party people who are making the stuff you don't want affecting your game time to adjust. You ban them all at once in these massive groups. And they're like, whoa, they figured out new detection on software. How did they do that? But if you've banned everybody at the same time, the third-party hackers can't figure out, or they can't figure out as easily and quickly, well, what did they change to be able to detect this? Because you're not giving them any data. You're just giving them, yeah, your software no longer works. Why does it no longer work? You don't know, because you don't have other versions of the software still running to test it out against. And it's much harder. It doesn't completely... It's over 370,000 views on this. Mason receives his Christmas present. Oh, that's so mean. But yeah, you don't give them time to react. You just wipe them out in one massive air raid. Which is why you hear these bombshell 90,000 cheaters banned. It's like, yeah, we'll get rid of all of you at once. You're not going to be able to defend yourself. The fact that they're complaining on Reddit is, unfortunate. I feel bad for people because I know they love the game. But here's the thing. Smurfing and toxicity are not fun. As I've shared my story, I'm sure that everyone who's played League of Legends, Heroes of the Storm, Dota 2, Call of Duty, Valorant, any online competitive game, it's not fun when you get matched up with those toxic people. It makes you like the game you're paying for less. And so, yeah, this is just going to happen. Are they going to get their accounts back? Don't know. Right now, they're banned for life. And so I would not expect them to, maybe with good behavior, they'll start inviting the first-time offenders back. I've seen that happen before. But we'll have to see. I do want to commend Valve for the method that they did this. Literally, hey, they want even King Kringle knows in Frostivus 2023 update. They literally warned these people. They've checked your behavior score. We're going to pulverize the Smurf accounts. We're coming for you. Just literally let them know you're not going to like it. And then giving them their bans like an in-game Christmas item. Which it is. It is what they've earned for Christmas. Guys, I hope you are earning much better gifts for Christmas this year. And let me know down in the comments below. How entertaining is this to you? Because it's a little funny. It's deserved. It's a little funny. It's okay to laugh. Let me know down in the comments your favorite game's ban or punishment for cheaters. I'll tell you mine. There's a very old game called Earthbound. It's a beautiful RPG. And I believe it's Mother 2 in Japan. But what happens is that if you illegally steal the game, the encounter rate is like every single step. If you ever played an RPG, you have to fight constantly over and over and over and over again. Way more than the usual encounter rate in this game. And if by some weird reason you manage to get to the end boss of the entire game like that, instead of loading the final battle, the game resets to the title screen and erases all of your save data. It's amazing. I mean, we know you stole this game, but we're still going to let you waste 50, 60, 70 hours getting to an end boss under brutal conditions. and then we're going to pull the rug out from you. That's just genius. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite version of this kind of punishment is. Guys, I hope you are really enjoying the channel as we are getting close to the end of the year. We picked up some decent subscribers the last couple of months. We're getting some traction. More and more of my videos are getting way more than just single digits, and that makes me happy because, guys, games are awesome. You're awesome, and just having a little fun is awesome. I'll see you next time.